All right, so let's go through your FSA review packet. We're going to be looking at days 14 and day 15. So question number 58 on day 14 says, Zoe has 5 cucumbers she grew in her garden. She wants to share them equally among 4 of her neighbors. How many cucumbers will each neighbor receive? Use the numbers on the tiles. Now these numbers on the tiles, guys, are meant to simulate drag and drop. So use the numbers on the tiles to complete the number sentence. Hey, Javia. You can use a number more than once or not at all. So what do I know? Well, let's see. I know that Zoe has 5 cucumbers. She wants to share them equally among 4 of her friends. So what I'm doing is I'm figuring out, first of all, what is being shared. Always what is being shared is going to go first. And in this instance, she's sharing 5 cucumbers and she's splitting them into 4 equal groups for 4 friends. So 5 cucumbers divided by 4 friends is the same thing as saying 5 divided by 4, or 5/4. And I know that 5/4 is equivalent to, let's see, 4 can go into 5 one time, which means I'd be subtracting 4/4. And I have 1 and 1/4. To the person who says, what are we learning? We are doing a 5th grade FSA review packet to get us ready for end of year tests. So it's kind of like a review of everything. So here we've got some fractions. When we go over here, we've got some shape attributes. We've got a little bit of place value. So a strong mix of many different things. So let's look at question 59. 59 says, Fran drew a triangle with no congruent sides. All right, so triangle, no congruent sides. Congruent, let's see, congruent means equal, so no equal sides. 2 eyes, 2 equal sides, so not an isosceles. Oh, scalene. Scalene is scalene, it's uneven. Okay, so it's a scalene triangle. And 1 right angle. So if it is a, which term accurately describes, select all the terms. Isosceles would have 2 equal sides. This says no equal sides, so not isosceles. Scalene, again, if a scale is leaning, it's uneven, no congruent sides, no even sides. It is a scalene. Let's see. Select all the term names that accurately describe this triangle. Not a cute triangle, although it does have acute sides. It says it has 1 right angle, which means it's going to be a right triangle, and it's not a pentagon. It's not a pentagon because, hey, Carla! Carla, this is the FSA review packet, girl. There's a little bit of geometry in here for sure. And number 60 says, select all the correct statements below. So we're comparing, let's see, rounding. 16 and 437 thousandths rounded to the nearest whole number. So rounding to the whole number, find the number, look right next door, 4 or less, let it rest. A does work. It would round to 16 whole. Let's look at the next one. All right, sorry guys about that. I had to help my daughter with something. So this one, when I rounded to the nearest whole number, it rounded to the 6, so 16 words. When I look at B, it says 16 and... I had a kid say, Carla, say the funniest thing. They said, I hit it with a 5. So everybody in the class then hit their papers with 5s. It was so funny. They did science today. All right, so 16 and 437 round to the nearest 10th. So find the number, 10th place, look right next door. You're looking at your hundredths. Again, 4 or less, let it rest. This would rest. Boom. Number 60, 16 and 437 thousandths rounded to the nearest hundredth. So I'm looking at my hundredths place. Find the number, look right next door. 5 or more, raise the score. So this would actually go up. So C does not work. D, 17 and 991 thousandths rounded to the nearest 10th is 18. So here's my 10th place. Find the number, look right next door, 5 or more, raise the score. So this 9 would need to go up. So if the 9 goes up, it would become a 10, which means you drop down your 0 and you'd regroup a 1. So 17 plus 1 more would be 18. You would get 18.0. Drop down the 0. 18D does work. Okay, E, same number, rounded to the nearest hundredths place. Find the number, look right next door. 5 or more, raise the score. 4 or less, let it rest. The 9 would stay the same, so you would have 17 and 99 hundredths. Here they dropped down, I don't know what's that about it. They go to a 0. I don't know none about that. All right, number 61. Carrie has 140 coins. She has 10 times as many coins as she had last month. How many did she have last month? So right now she has 140. She has 10 times as much as she had last month. So 140 equals 10 times what she had last month, which means last month did she have more or less? Last month she actually had less than she has this month. So you could take it and do your reciprocal and take 140 divided by 10. Or in other words, move over one place value to get smaller because last month she had less than she has this month. This month she has 10 times more. Last month she had 14. Okay, next one. Ooh, a table, a nice little patterning here. So I need to figure out what I need to do to go from 1 to 5. Let's see, plus 4. Oh, plus 4 doesn't work there. So let's see, times 5, times 5, times 5. Okay, so this rule is times 5. And so now what did I do here? 5 times plus 15, plus 50. Oh, no. Times 4, times 4. Oh, times 4. So this rule is times 4. So for A and B, circle the correct values to describe how one sequence is related to the other. So for A, the unknown number in day 5 is, let's see, we said this was times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 4, the unknown number is 100. B, the rule that describes how the number of t-shirts sold relates to the amount earned is, let's see, the rule that describes the number of t-shirts related to the amount earned. So number of t-shirts related to the amount earned. So this relationship here, which we said was times 4. Okay, next question. The shaded part of the diagram shows what portion of a full meter of string Jeannie has. She will use 3/5 meters of string to make the bracelet. How much string will she have left after? So this is how much she has to start with, and she's going to use this much, and I want to find out how much she will have left. So, well, I'm going to be subtracting 3/5. That's how much she's going to use. And this whole thing is a whole meter, but she doesn't have a whole meter. She only has the shaded portion. So let's see. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She has 9/10 of a meter minus 3/5 of a meter. Now here, in order to subtract, I know that I must have a common denominator. So common denominator for 5 and 10 is 10. So 9/10 minus, here, what did I do to go from 5 to 10? Multiply by 2, do the same thing to my numerator. So 9/10 minus 6/10 means she's going to have 3/10 a meter left over. Go ahead and mark that answer and move on. Your next question, 64. Lindsay made a map of her town. Match each location below with the correct ordered pair that marks the coordinate grid. Not every ordered pair will be used. So let's see here. Clock tower. Okay, here's the clock tower, and it's, again, remember that we want to run before we jump. Think about a long jump. We're going to run across our X, go, and then go up our Y. So let's see, run across X first and then Y. So 1, 3. There's the 1, 3, check. Art museum. Where's that art museum? Darn art museum, pesky old thing. Oh, there's the art museum. And we went across 2 on our x-axis and up 4 on our y. So 2, 4. And I'm going to have you just continue to finish the rest of those ones on your own. And let's move on. Number 65, an adult elephant eats about 300 pounds of food each day. Write an expression to represent the number of pounds of food a herd of 12 elephants eats in 5 days. So each elephant is going to eat 300 pounds a day, but I don't have one elephant, I have 12. So maybe something like 12 elephants times 300 pounds per day. And then get a total for that and then multiply it by 5. Now notice that it says to write an expression. No equal sign. If I want an equal sign, it would be called an equation, because an equation has like that root word of equals in it. Whoops. And you wouldn't write 2 A's. But anyways, equation, this is an expression, so I don't need to solve it whatsoever. That is it for tonight, guys. Leave comments if you need any help. Like the video, share with your friends. And as for me, I'm about to go to the gym and get my exercise on. So I will see you all tomorrow. Have a great night, guys. Bye.